Have you ever been there? That moment in a meeting, at a family gathering, or even just hanging out with friends, where one person seems to be completely focused on avoiding conflict. They agree to everything, never offer an opinion, and seem to put everyone else's needs before their own. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Jaxom Talks channel. If you're a fan of Thomas Erikson's book, Surrounded by Idiots, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. In this video, we will explore the hidden struggles of green personalities. If you know one or are a green personality, these points will help you understand why you struggle with certain communication issues. We will also give you some tips on how you can improve your communication skills and overcome these challenges. Now, while a strong dose of green can be a fantastic thing, it creates harmony and a stable environment. Today we're going to dive into the other side of the coin. What happens when a green's strengths become their biggest weaknesses, and they start to have a negative impact on everyone around them? So, for those of you who aren't familiar, let's do a super quick recap. If you want to know a little more about the personality types in Erikson's book, check out my other videos. A green personality is driven by a need for stability, harmony, and predictability. They are loyal, empathetic, and value cooperation. Their communication style is often indirect and cautious, as they want to avoid confrontation at all costs. They value relationships and routine above all else. Think HR professionals, counselors, and strong and trusted team players. These traits are incredibly valuable, but when they're not kept in check, they can be devastating for the other colors in the room. They tend to downplay their own needs and may struggle to assert themselves. This can lead to feelings of frustration and resentment, as well as a sense of powerlessness. For example, a green personality may struggle to ask for help at work or express their opinions in a group setting. They may fear that their needs and wants are not important or that they will be seen as selfish if they express them. However, it is important for green personalities to learn to articulate their needs and wants in order to build healthy relationships and achieve their goals. Let's break down the negative impacts, color by color, just as Erikson details in his book. First up, let's talk about the impact on Reds. The Reds are the driven, goal-oriented leaders of the group. They are focused on results, efficiency, and a clear path to success. They hate wasting time and want to make decisions quickly. Now, imagine a Red trying to get a project off the ground. They need quick decisions and clear commitments from the team. What's the Green's reaction? Erikson would say the Green would likely stall the process. They'll agree in the meeting, but then drag their feet, avoid making a firm commitment, and won't give a clear yes or no to a new idea. This lack of commitment and passive behavior can completely infuriate a Red. The Red sees their momentum being killed and the project's success at risk due to a lack of commitment. They get frustrated by the Green's inability to be direct and get to the point. The Red sees the Green's avoidance of conflict as a lack of loyalty or effort, which can lead to a breakdown of trust and a highly tense working relationship. The Green's desire for harmony ends up creating the very conflict they tried to avoid. Next, let's look at the Yellow personalities. Yellows are the social butterflies and creative visionaries. They are optimistic, spontaneous, and thrive on big picture ideas and social interaction. They hate being bogged down by details and negativity. What happens when a Green gets loose on a Yellow? Erikson explains that a Green's passive, hesitant, and quiet nature can be incredibly demotivating to a Yellow. The Yellow thrives on enthusiasm and positive feedback. A Green, who often struggles to express their own opinions and emotions, can come across as uninterested or even unsupportive. This will make the Yellow feel like they are doing all the work to maintain the relationship or the team's energy. They'll feel unheard, like their enthusiasm is being met with a brick wall of silence. This lack of engagement can kill a Yellow's creative spark and make them feel emotionally drained. The Green, in their attempt to not cause a stir, can unintentionally create a negative dynamic that makes the Yellow feel isolated and deflated. Finally, let's consider the impact on Blues. Blues are the detail-oriented, analytical thinkers. They value accuracy, facts, and logical processes. They need all the information to make a decision and hate ambiguity. A rogue Green can be a nightmare for a Blue. The Green's aversion to confrontation and their tendency to agree just to keep the peace can lead to a complete lack of transparency. The Green might agree to a plan, but then quietly not follow through. They might not ask for the crucial information they need because they don't want to bother anyone. The Blue can then feel frustrated and anxious by the lack of directness and the ambiguity of the situation. They need clear, honest communication to do their job effectively. When the Green says yes but means maybe, or when they hide a mistake to avoid a difficult conversation, it completely undermines the blue's need for truth and accuracy. This can lead to errors, a breakdown in the system, and a deep sense of mistrust. So why is this so important to understand? It's not about villainizing the greens. Erikson's whole point is that all colors have their strengths and weaknesses. Green personalities can often struggle to express their true feelings and emotions. They may feel uncomfortable with vulnerability and find it difficult to open up to others. This can make it challenging for them to build close relationships and can lead to feelings of isolation and disconnection. This difficulty in expressing their true feelings can lead to misunderstandings and communication conflicts with others. However, with self-awareness and practice, green personalities can learn to recognize and express their feelings in a healthy and constructive way. Green personalities often thrive on routine and structure and may struggle to adapt to changes in their schedule or environment. They may feel a strong need for stability and predictability and become anxious or stressed when faced with unexpected changes. This can lead to communication conflicts with others who may find their preference for routine to be inflexible and unyielding. This struggle with change and routine can also lead to feelings of frustration and resentment, as well as a sense of being overwhelmed and out of control. However, with self-awareness, green personalities can learn to embrace change and become more flexible in their approach to life. This is about all of us taking time to be aware and understanding the ripple effect of our behavior. A green's strengths are invaluable, but without a willingness to be direct and honest, they can leave a trail of frustrated reds, uninspired yellows, and anxious blues in their wake. If you are a green personality, don't be discouraged by these challenges. With self-awareness and effort, you can learn to navigate these communication conflicts and build stronger relationships. Improving your communication skills will help you become a more effective problem solver, decision maker, and collaborator. By understanding the unique challenges that green personalities face in communication, you can now take steps to overcome them and reach your full potential. The key takeaway from Erikson's book isn't to change who you are, but to adapt your communication. If you're a green, take a moment to be direct with the red, even if it feels uncomfortable. Give the yellow a clear sign of your support, even if it's just a smile and an "I think that's a great idea." Always be honest with the blue about what you need and what you can deliver. Remember that everyone struggles with communication at times, and it is a skill that can be learned and improved with practice. You'll find that with practice, your team's effectiveness and your relationships will improve dramatically. So this is just a small taste of the fascinating insights in Surrounded by Idiots. If you want to learn more about the other colors and how to better communicate with everyone in your life, I highly recommend picking up a copy. What's your experience with a green? Have you ever felt the negative impact of their passive nature? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content on communication and personality types. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.